Hey, if you're stuck at $10,000 a month wholesaling real estate, this video is exactly where you're supposed to be. Now, the reason why I say that is because I made millions of dollars, and typically out of all the people that I've helped in real estate, it's not that they don't know what a good deal looks like. It's not that they don't know how to market. It's not that there's some magical bullet that they're doing. They just understand the game a little bit more than you do currently. And I want to fix that, and I want to bring you up to the level that you need to be at in order for you to start making $10,000+ a month, and then be able to go do a fix and flip, go be able to buy some rentals, go be able to do some creative financing, all that other stuff. But we got to fix this right here first, because most investors that I know, they do some form of wholesaling. This is quick cash flow. If you can fix your cash flow, you can leave your job, you can leave your W-2. So let's do that right now. So number one, the most important thing that you got to understand is that you have to kill the hustler to become the CEO. Very, very simple. Mentor, I paid him $40,000. That was the biggest thing that I got from him. You got to kill the hustler to become a CEO. The person that's closing every single deal in the company is probably not the leader inside the company. The person that's doing all the cold calling is probably not the same person that's creating SOPs and standard operating procedures, right? That is important for you to understand. The reason why I say that is because you need to get out of every seat. Typically in a wholesale company, let's break it down very, very simple. It's going to be 4 seats. You're going to have marketing, you're going to have sales, you're going to have dispo, and then you're going to have TC, transaction coordination. If you don't know that, don't worry about it. Those are typically the four seats, though. The TC is just simply getting a deal closed. But I always start at the first one, because for 90% of our businesses, we need to generate some kind of marketing. Right now, for other investors that go straight to the MLS, I'm not one of those guys. I don't know anybody that goes straight to the MLS. I probably do, but I don't know anybody that runs their business that way. So with that being said, what we do and what you need to focus on is you need to focus on getting out of the seat of the marketing role. The marketing is very, very important, right? If a tree falls over in the forest, did it ever exist? Nobody knows. That's how marketing is. If people don't know you exist, they're never going to pick up the phone and give you a call. So what I need for you to do is I need for you to automate marketing, right? Automate marketing. Get out of the seat. You need to look at some maybe inbound or outbound. If you're going to do outbound, you need to outsource the work so you no longer have to do it. What this is going to do is this is going to free up your time, energy, and effort, right? And I'll give you an example of how we do it in our company. Right now, we do a ton of PPL. For you guys that don't know, PPL is pay per lead, right? We pay somebody for the lead. The reason why we do that is because it takes me out of the seat of actually getting the website, making sure it's operating, going to Facebook, running my ads, picking my ad copy, which ad copy is going to flow in front of the ad. What about TikTok? Can we run that same ad on TikTok? What about all this other stuff, getting SEO and Google all squared away? It takes me out of those particular roles. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if you're anything like me, I'm not a marketing guru. If you put me in front of that marketing seat, I am going to get tired of it eventually, because it's just mundane, boring stuff. And when I heard about the golden formula, the 70% minus repairs, how you buy real estate, marketing wasn't in a part of real estate investing. But now I know it is. We just need to outsource it and get me out of that particular seat. And if you're stuck doing less than 10 grand a month, I can promise you, you're probably handling 90 to 100% of your marketing on your own. And what does that look like? You might be the only cold caller in your company because you're hustling right now, right? That's a big no-no. You might be the person that goes out and put out your bandit signs, right? And there's nothing wrong with any of this stuff. But if you're trying to get to $10,000 a month, it's literally doing minimum wage activities to grow your business. And that definitely does not work, right? Unless you got to do it a million times. But how much time did you get in real estate to get another job, right? You're not looking for that. So you want to automate your marketing. We do PPL. Another thing we do, we buy bandit signs from dirtcheapsigns.com. And then what we'll do is we'll actually hire maybe a little cousin, a relative, somebody's out spring break, whatever it is. We'll hire them like basically $2 per sign that they put out. We'll try to get around 200 to 400 out every single month. And if we can hit that goal, what's going to happen is our sign's going to be on the side of the road every single month. and we're going to get calls that trickle in. And typically, if we put at least 200 to 400, typically that's going to lead to a deal every single month. The average assignment fee is about 12 grand. Boom, you do the math. That's what you're looking at if you do that. Now, every marketing strategy is a little bit different, but for me, that's what we do. And the biggest thing for that is now I don't have to stay up get up at wee hours in the morning or stay up all night to go put out a bandit sign. I pay somebody to do that. Now all I got to do is stay close to my phone, and all I got to do is pick up the phone and essentially make money. This rolls right into number two. Number two is you need to stop doing minimum wage activities. Cold calling, putting out bandit signs, running your own marketing, that is a minimum wage activity. What you need to do, what's important to do, is figure out what's important not to do. And in this aspect, you need to focus on money-making activities and leave all minimum wage activities alone. What's a minimum wage activity? I'm glad you asked. Washing dishes is a minimum wage activity, right? Use a dishwasher, rinse them, use a dishwasher. Use the rest of your time following up with leads. Use the rest of your time making offers. Use the rest of your time getting good at sales. For us, we use Midwest Revenue Group. John Martinez, I think Tom Green is the owner now. But anyways, we went through that company. We learned all about real estate sales. And the reason why that's important is because it's literally a driver of your company. If you already got 40 leads coming in every single month, if you can just convert, instead of 1 out of 40, if you can convert 2 out of 40, now all of a sudden your revenue doubles literally overnight just because you got better at one skill. I don't care how good you get at marketing. If you can't close, the lead is just a lead, right? We always complain and say the leads are weak because we can't close. So that shouldn't be your reality. But if you want to make $10,000 a month, you need to be very, very, very good. Or you need to be practicing sales a whole heck of a lot more, and you need to be doing sales a lot more and making more offers, right? It's just a numbers game. If you make 5 offers a week, when you was doing all the minimum wage activities, right? When you're doing all your marketing, your dishes, your cleaning up, your grocery runs, when you're doing all those things, but you only make 5 offers and you don't close anything, well, what good was those 5 offers? But if you can leave all the minimum wage activity stuff alone and you can do 10 offers and we can get 1 deal out of 10, right? You don't even have to be that good to get 1 out of 10. As long as you're doing some form of marketing, you're going to be able to get some quality leads that you should be able to close if you've been practicing and working on your sales. So that's number 2. Number 3, and this may not be important for some people, but I found it very, very important for myself, is you have to have a customer, right? A lot of people think that the deal is the most important thing. And I believe the deal is the most important thing. So I'm with a lot of people. But on the flip side of that, understanding what we are going shopping for is just as important as sales, as just as important as automated marketing. Because if you don't know what you need to buy stuff at, you will have a very, very hard time getting deals and actually being consistent, right? I paid a mentor $40,000, same mentor. He talks about reverse wholesaling, right? And what that is you go and you look for the buyers that's buying the most properties in the area, and you go cater to them. You go figure out what's their percentage. How do they buy properties? What formulas do they use? What discount do they need to flip? What rent rate do they need to be able to rent this particular property out? Do they like properties in this zip code? Do they not like properties in this zip code? Do they want expensive properties, or do they want dirt cheap properties? Do they want whatever it is? You have to go figure it out. Essentially what we're coming up with is a buy box. Now, every investor is not going to have a buy box. And that's perfectly fine with me. The reason why that is because most of those investors never really buy something anyways, right? But investors that have a buy box, a criteria which they like to buy properties at, typically they're going to be upfront and honest with you right when you pick up the phone and you call them to see what they're like, right? And for me, what I like to sell to is people that have the ability to purchase more than 1 a month or more than 10 a year, right? Or 5 a year. The reason why I say that's very, very important is because if you're looking to get over $10,000 a month and you want to do it the easy way or the easier way, you just sell 12 properties a year to one person, right? That way you don't have to start the dispo process over and finding another buyer and hoping it all connects and hoping this person over here likes to buy, hoping this person over here likes to buy. But when you trim the fat and when you get a buy box of the right buyer, somebody has the ability to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 properties a year, or 10, 20 properties a month. Some of you guys live in Metroplex where like Dallas, Austin, you have hedge funds buying 30 properties a month, right? So if you're in an area like that, you want to figure out, how do I get in contact with these particular hedge funds? How do I sell them more properties? Because literally I don't have to go through the dispo process of vetting people over and over and over. I can have one customer go to the grocery store and shop for exactly what they're looking for, the house that fits their criteria, right? What that does is that allows me to be able to go do and use a sniper approach to real estate investing, as opposed to a shotgun approach where we're just pulling a probate and we're hoping anybody wants to sell, and we hope it's a deal, and we hope we can find a buyer once we get it under contract. No. Now I am looking for properties that I know my buyer want, they like, the zip code, the school districts are right, the zip codes are right, the size and square footage and the bedrooms and bathrooms are good. It comes with a garage. We know they don't like to be on the main road. We know they don't like heavy traffic in front of the house, whatever it is, right? Now we get to go shopping for that particular property. And a lot of the metrics that I talk about are actually metrics that you can actually filter using sources like Propstream, Propelio. You can pull a list that fits their criteria, as opposed to just getting a list that's only predicated based on the distress or the divorce or the delinquency that's happening with the property. You can pull a list that you're going shopping solely for this type of house. Now show me this type of house with the distress, the divorce and delinquency on it as well. So hopefully this helps. I know it should help somebody that's out there lost and that has inconsistency. Again, we're going to recap it. Number 1 is automate your marketing. Get out of that role. Number 2, get good at sales. Number 3, go shopping for houses. Don't just try to buy anything and everything. Know your buy box. Know the criteria that you're looking for. So when it comes down to making offers, you know it already fits my parameters. So dispo is going to be a breeze. If we're a one-man show, we need dispo to be easy, to be successful. So I know this is going to help you guys. If you need any other content, please let me know. Like, share, subscribe, do all of that. I'm sure if you're still here at this particular point, you like what you heard. If you need some help doing this, man, please reach out to me. I got a link down below where we actually go over this. It's a small course and it comes with my coaching. Yes, my coaching, where you get one-on-one access to me. A group coaching call where you can come in, ask your question, whatever it is, we can get it answered for you. We can work with the seller. We can listen to the script. We can listen to you talk on the phone. Whatever it is you need, we're here for you. And we're doing it for this month. It's my birthday month. So we're actually going to be discounted for you. So take advantage of that if you need the help. If you don't need the help, that's perfectly fine. Hopefully this video helped. Just like and share. And I'll see you on the next one. Let's go.